Okay, hi, we're all back from what we call the Moonshiners Ravine with what we brought home from the Moonshiners Ravine. We got it all cleaned up. Over here we've got these are gallon Duraglass jugs. We got 7 of those. We've got half-gallon Duraglass jugs and then 1 Clorox. We didn't bring a lot of Clorox home just because I've got plenty of those already. I've seen a lot of these. I guess these would be called refrigerator bottles or juice bottles. I haven't seen a lot of them. I haven't seen any of them in amber, so we did bring that one home. It's kind of unique. I can get a lid for that and we can sterilize it, and it'd just be a neat thing to keep around. Did find this today. Reminded me of Fiesta Ware. It has a Fiesta Ware look, but it does say on the bottom, it says made in USA and it says Universal Cambridge. Pretty beat to hell. The glazing on it is all cracked, but it's just a little kind of a unique design. Might have had a cork in it, who knows. We've got a lot of milk glass we pulled up. The juice glasses that we think possibly were giveaways, maybe a gas station. We do find them all over the state of Virginia in different bottle dumps. We find bowls, glasses, cups, goblets, and things like that. These are the 5 mason jars we ended up with that are the cornflower blue. We got 2 triple L's. All of them are dropped A's. You can see the pronounced dropped A on these, which is very, very neat. Good puddle marks on the bottom. These are all blown into a mold. So, but we do have two of the triple L, and again, a little darker cornflower. But they're all really neat, really pretty bottles when cleaned up. We got a pink, kind of a hazel, and a pink square milk bottle. Possibly had ACL on them at one time writing. There's our 7-Up, couple medicine bottles. These are kind of neat, I've never seen before. It's from Monticello, Illinois. Dr. Caldwell's, could have been rheumatiz medicine, could have been some sort of tonic, woman's tonic, something like that. But that's that. And then we come over to here, and a little bit of overkill, but we brought home some milk and magnesia bottles. Granted, this was from one area, one home, so that's why we think they were doing moonshining business. There was lots and lots which we didn't bring any of, but the corn syrup bottles, a lot of bleach bottles, which these large amber bottles could be. But yeah, somebody had some serious stomach ailments they were working on. Got some Noxzema jars we found, and we were collecting those. But this is an awful lot of cobalt blue. We're going to clean up the insides of them, and yeah, we'll display some. We'll do something with them. Maybe do some crafts, build some lamps or something like that. But that is it. That's what we got from the Moonshiners Ravine dig, and we're pretty much done there. I mean, we started going farther up the hill, and it got newer. There was some plastic involved and things like that. So we kind of stopped there. We could probably go back there and dig some more and put some effort to it and basically find the same things. But I think we're going to leave it at this and go on to another dump. We've got several that we've got GPSed and marked out, permission at locations to dig. When we leave a location, we basically just leave piles of trash where we dug them, and they'll get covered up again by the forest and leaves and vines and things like that. We try not to leave a big footprint when we do leave, but and then we take this and we do. I have a kiln, so we make spoon rests. We'll melt some of the bottles, slump them, and generally, if it's a woman that owns a property, we do give her a spoon rest, and we'll buy her some donuts or flowers or something, and let her know that we're there for the day, and it all works out pretty good. But these melt really nice in a kiln. We can flatten them out and make really neat, maybe hors d'oeuvre trays, or we can melt them, and I do have a bottle slumping mold that we can slump them into and make a neat spoon rest for the kitchen. And you know, if you realize the age of them, it's just a kind of a neat historical thing to have laying around the house. They're awfully attractive, you know, the blue color. And then over here we can, you know, I could even slump these large amber bottles if I wanted to, or I could cut them off and make a large bowl, or you know, wind chimes. We do all kinds of stuff with them. We've got wood, and we've got all sorts of things. So you know, we get a lot of our stuff we just collect along the way. These large stumps we've collected and put them in the yard as little accoutrements to put plants on. And we've got the stumps that you know, a lot of people just think it's firewood, but we turn it into repurposed and reuseful items. And we got our little sitting patio out here where we kind of just chill out in the afternoons and do our thing. But thanks for coming along with us on this series of bottle digging with the Urban Mining Masters, and tomorrow we're on to a different adventure. Thanks. As I've referred to in our videos, the large gallon jugs and half-gallon jugs we have, I refer to them as Duraglass. That is actually a trademark name by the Owens, Illinois Glass Company, a large player in the bottle and jar industry. Duraglass is basically a brand name they gave to a design they came up with where they stippled or textured the glass. They'd put little teeny small dots, pinpoints, nipples, as you will, in the molds, which would create a textured glass in the mold, which basically helped when they quick cooled the bottles and jars in the molds. It would help prevent cracking or chipping as they quick cool. A lot of times, if you're going to blow into a mold molten glass, it would have to be cooled very slowly so that it wouldn't crack, chip, break, or anything like that. But they came up with the Duraglass technology, so to say, that would create these small textured nipples or bumps in the glass that would help it cool quickly and less cracking. Okay, well, that's that for Moonshiners Ravine. Stay tuned with us next week. We've got a new place we're going to, Bear Island, here in Virginia, small peninsula going out into a small group of rivers, and we found a nice little bottle dump there. We're going to be digging in, large pile. We'll start on that tomorrow. I have been there on my little recon mission to check it out. Lots of old milk bottles, lots of what we call feds, which are cork top whiskey bottles. Um, and I'll speak a little bit more about those as we post